role players who would be coming and sharing their knowledge with us. One thing that yesterday I put this status on Facebook that if you ever have any problems in this world, especially we are human beings and it's natural for human beings to have problems in our lives. If we have any problem related to money, relationship, health, career, let me tell you that there is a book available out there somewhere in the market, and that book contains the solution to your problems. And we at ISF believe that leaders are readers and readers are leaders. So it is so very important to develop the skill of reading in your life. If you don't read, I strongly suggest that start reading. It's good for your mind, and we are always worried about what are we going to have for the next meal, but we are never worried about what we are feeding our mind. So books are the food for our mind, and it is important to read regularly. You may skip a meal, but never skip your reading habit if you have one. If you don't have one, then develop this. So may I now invite our book reviewer for the day. The book reviewer for the day happens to be Aarti Ahuja, who's a psychologist by profession. So a huge round of applause for Aarti. Reading a book for us, and the book is called In the Times of Love and Longing.
Good evening, everyone. The book that I'm reviewing today is Letters Exchanged Between Two Prolific Artists of the 20th Century, Amrita Shergill and Imroz. Amrita Shergill is known more as a poetess, and Imroz is known as the shadow, her shadow, and in some circles an artist. This book is actually letters between them that they wrote when they were away from each other. And like it is said that love stories are fiction, but when I read through this book, love stories are not fiction. This is as real as it gets in life. Because for both these individuals, the period in which they were going away from each other and when they met were lucrative periods for their careers as well as for their own personal growth. So in the letters you will find references, basically endearments that they use for each other. As this book is a translation from Punjabi, a lot is lost in translation, but I believe that somewhere we gain a sense of understanding of what people want to convey. These two individuals not only are conveying their deepest feelings for themselves, but they are also conveying of what life is. And if going with the flow is life, these two individuals in their letters regularly convey that in the years that they have been together, they weren't married, they were just companions. So to be able to find a companion is more important than being in societal roles and norms for these two people. And they never signed their letters with their name. They signed their letters with words, whatever words they want to shower on each other. Like they've used, sorry I'm using Hindi words, manji and even ami, these are Hindi words. And in the end, I would like to say that we have forgotten how to write letters to each other. We like sending each other texts. So if you want to get back to the value of writing or giving somebody a note that stays with them forever, such a memoir is important for our own selves to get back to the essence of what human beings are, and that is that we all are filled with love.